Oh, wow, wow, wow.
Just taking it big time jaunt. Out. Now they've established his run game. The play-action pass could very well be open.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. And he'll give it here to his running back. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive
Probably got to wait
side.
till the next season
Forcing
starts.
completion
They
on
probably
first down,
manually gave him
and you're able to shut down the
super
running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Hey, homeboy, I'm not the commissioner. Don't know what to tell you. I see how you be getting booty, yo. It was hell hugging on the mama from the jail cell. Hey, I see the penitentiary one day.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have side here in this first quarter.
You always was a black queen, mama. Easy, trying to raise a man.
Throwing is Mahomes on
always
third.
just committed. How you did it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. To throw, it's Mahomes.
Woo.
And his throw is incomplete.
I don't know about the Terriers, so my love for my dad because the cowboy wasn't there. He passed away and I didn't cry because my anger wouldn't let me feel for a
So now
stranger.
2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
But all along I was looking for a father, he was gone.
And to give this time to the tailback. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Even though it said rocks, it feels good putting money in the mailbox.
Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Amari Cooper, 50 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays. Pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Bolton. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Tucker. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
FaceTime killed him. Oh, shit.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. Now he'll escape to his left. And some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Titans on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 14. Looking to throw. Bolton. And he couldn't hang on. Almost an interception there defensively. Instead, it brings up 4th.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And he fires one, but incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 2nd down now, it's Simpson. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Titans on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Leonard Fournette. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. On 4th down, Bolton. Over the middle, complete. It's Tucker. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
4th and 1.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Yeah.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. On 1st down, Bolton. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. Oh, he's got a little inside the 15 before they drop it. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Fournette. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Excuse me, say what?
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
I've been broke so many times, I don't know what to really.
From the gun, Bolton.
What? They've been up all the
but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. The kick by Lambeau is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
I've been broke so many times, I don't know what to do.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, if you rifles picked off at the 49. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot. And that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun.
Good day.
He's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half.
Keep my head up. I ain't gonna die young. Still 10 toes down on my Balenciagas.
That's a classic, huh? With the blah guy.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we're at halftime of this AFC Wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the 2nd half of this AFC Wildcard game. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice at the 30-yard line.
No dog. Where you at, man?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good 1st half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice 1st half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he is... This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I'm gonna get lazy.
A dime look defensively here for the Titans on 3rd. Now Mahomes. And Cooper able to work his way open. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 44-yard line. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Right there, 54 right there, 54.
Fucking nigga, so like that.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Flush down right. And Seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
54, Mike. 54, Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the screen.
Now here's Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Amari Hooker. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Boy, talking to me. Can't see nobody out there.
That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
51 to Mike. Check. 51 to Mike, boy. 51. Get the ball. 51 to Mike. Mike, 51.
Back to throw. Bolton. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Flush to his right.
Oh,
And
my
he
goodness.
almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
I need some hot dog buzz. ASAP.
Mahomes now to
Can't
throw.
help you right now.
Forced out to his left. Oh, going deep here for... That's caught at the 25. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. That is going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Mahomes going to throw. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Throwing now is Mahomes. But it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight.
On 4th down, Matt Nagy willing to settle for 3. And his kick is good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And this is Simpson with a catch. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. This quarterback now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. From the gun, Bolton. Got an open man, it's Ratley. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Tennessee getting the 1st down on a big play of 18 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
51 to Mike.
looking from the gun. Bolton. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Tucker. And he's got this down to the 35. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On 1st and 10, Bolton. And he will find his man on the outside. That one goes for 24 yards. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Come on. Double time, double time. Out. 3.
They'll run on first down. Simpson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Wait.
From the gun, Bolton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Throwing on third and long. Bolton looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
The way I move.
51, Mike 51. Got one.
This is back on nigga.
On fourth down, Bolton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd and 1, Mahomes. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 23. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. He pitches it out. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
This is Fournette. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Again, it's Fournette. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Titans on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Bolton. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun.
Oh, my God.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. Fournette, a first down carry. Tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bolton. This will be caught by Brown. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never...
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit.
Hold up, what's up, little dude?
They'll try and throw for it. It's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. 75 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel, make sure they get their security deposit back. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They begin with a run by Fournette, and he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic. Shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around.
See my NYPYT. See my NYPYT. See my pretty young